Dev Talk 2.0 stuff.
Hello everyone,
for Zenless.
and why? Welcome to today's Dev Talk. It's been nearly a year.
Why does he look AI? He kind of almost looks AI. Like, I don't know why. He just looks kind of sus. God damn it, there's too much AI bullshit going on.
Since the official release of ZZZ Dev, and we like to thank all proxies for their support. Our team will also like to use this opportunity to share with you some of
Dude, when are they gonna give us a ZZZ controller
the
for me to
development
get?
progress for version 2.0 and our plans for the future of ZZZ Dev.
What's our plan for Season 2's story?
In Season 2's story, we will follow the protagonist to a unique area within New Eritol, Wi-Fi Peninsula, which will be the main stage for the story of version 2.0. Wi-Fi Peninsula is a district of the Throne Quarter, near the Lemnian Hollow. The earlier settlers of this region were tasked to monitoring the highly volatile Lemnian Hollow, and the name Wi-Fi is derived from the Cantonese characters for protect and anomaly, from the phrase protection from the anomaly called hollows. Later,
Anomaly mentioned.
was established here, which then became the city area Phalium Heights. Phalium Heights was built at the top of
Yo,
the
that place looks so
overlooking
good.
the bay
Yum Chasin.
with its
Yo, I
beautiful
want-
scenery. This
I
is
want that
also
food.
an
I want
area
whatever they
rich in
cook.
porcelain, a precious material that's highly resistant to ether corruption. Mining and processing porcelain has thus become the core
Porcelain?
industry of Wi-Fi Peninsula. Behind this massive industry and
Interesting.
its profits, however, lies a tangled mess of factions. Here, we'll gradually unravel the clues we planted throughout the story this fall. For example,
Dude, I don't know what I want without it being inappropriate, dude.
Sarah's true plans behind the sacrifice and the bringer incidents.
Where's
The
our S-rank
conspiracy
selector?
behind the mysterious, exhausted, and the truth behind
Immediately
the
be
fall of Old
greedy.
Capital, as well as the secrets of the Faison siblings. Meanwhile, our protagonists will encounter agents from various factions and embark on brand new adventures. For example, that way seeker with yellow cape with
Yo, what the fuck? Oh, this is gotta be fucking what's her face? The little tail lion chick. This has gotta be her. I want 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 her. Guys, I will say it once again. I want her. Guys, this is just Kiana. I want a Kiana.
saw earlier is none other than Yi Xuan, the current leader of Yunhui Summit. She will make her debut.
Oh my
as a
god. Yun, is it Yun or Yunki?
Yi Xuan, the current leader of Yunhui Summit.
Yunqui Summit. Summit these nuts. No, I'm kidding.
She will make her debut as a key character in season 2. As the
After Vivian, I'm saving for her.
story unfolds, the protagonist will gradually uncover her mysterious past.
Dude, she's gonna be the next Miyabi. And it's gonna fucking suck. Because Miyabi already power creeped a lot. Like, from my understanding, Miyabi is still the best DPS in the game. By like a decent amount. So, I wonder how much she's gonna power creep Miyabi.
And become a new disciple.
If she's Anomaly, I'm gonna like get a new pair of pants, if you know what I mean. No, I'm kidding. Cut
Yi
that.
Xuan will become our steadfast support and guide us in her craft as our mentor, helping us explore the hollows directly. Beside Yi Xuan, who oversees Yunhui Summit, the
Oh, I'm sorry. It's gonna happen,
defense
bro.
forces Oboe Squad that we all familiar with, as well as the previously revealed idol faction Angels of Delusion.
Angels of Delusion, because you delulu if you simping for these characters, for real,
Will
for
all
real.
be making their appearance in season 2.
Did you see that there was somebody who made fan reveals of the characters and they got taken down? because they look so legit. It was great. It was pretty interesting.
Teaser trailer to be released on April 13th. More information.
Dude, she is fucking nice. Just wait till my Raiden XP comes. I know they said it wouldn't happen, but there's going to be a Raiden-ass character, and my life will be forever changed for the better. It was funny, yeah. I saw it, and if it wasn't from them referencing, hey, look at this fan-made drip marketing, I would have thought it was legit. Like, just at a first glance, I would have looked into it before. So every time I see drip marketing, I'm immediately skeptical because of that.
The various factions will also be revealed then. For the content direction of Season 2 will not just be simple.
So does this mean that after 1.7 we're getting 2.x or 2.0?
Adding more characters and areas. We've been taking feedback from our practice very seriously and incorporated this feedback into our design philosophy, making an adjustment from the ground up. I'll be sharing some of the results with you all during the program. The most noticeable change is in the map design. We've completely revamped the entire map experience and integrate the residential areas with combat zones at the system level, providing a more fluid and engaging gameplay experience for practice. First, let's talk about the design of the main city area, Beilong Heights. We made the area much larger to ensure comprehensive city functionality while allowing for potential expansion in future versions, while also reducing loading times caused by scene transitions. The new daily system will also be designed to match.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. You're right. I forgot about that.
The local culture and the customs of the Wi-Fi Peninsula area. As a business-savvy video store owner, helping Yunhui Summit manage various aspects of Suibian Temple will also be a part of
this temple looks amazing. Holy shit.
Of new life. This new gameplay features management simulation elements and the new features such as bamboo dispatch, integrating
Where's X-Boo? Where's X-Boo?
residential areas with exploration areas.
That's the important question. Where's X-Boo at?
A smoother experience. As for the visuals, with the help and the careful maintenance of the properties, Suibian Temple will gradually be restored to its former glory. Plus, various elements such as holes, scratch cards will take on new forms that match the vibes of Suibian Temple. The frequently mentioned loading issues has also been resolved in Beilong Heights. Previously, due to a limitation in the underlying design, the video store that properties see from outside along the street does not match the actual size of the video store from within. So, we need a loading screen to bridge the interior and the exterior of the store.
Right, because mobile game.
In Beilong Heights, however, returning home is no longer a process that requires waiting. Additionally,
I'm sorry, but if a game is designed for mobile, you have to be willing to see fucking loading screens for places. Maybe that's just me and I just come from like a lack of expectations for mobile games. But like even with this game, like even with Hoyoverse games and like wow, having like AAA quality, I think having a mobile game or having a game that's on mobile have more loading screens is fair and reasonable to expect that.
We've optimized the pathway in Beilong Heights. The function area will be more concentrated, and the path to access each area will become more efficient and streamlined, ensuring that overall experience will become smoother and more fluid. Next, let's take a look at the ancient rooms of the aerospace city located within the Lemnian Hollow. Although the aerospace city has long been devoured by the Hollow, the ether stable area at its edge is still being used to mine and produce porcelain. In version 2.0, we will begin our exploration of the Lemnian Hollow from the edge of the aerospace city. With the past few versions as precious learning experience, its overall design will be more refined. with larger explorable areas, more robust systems, and more streamlined guidance. One distinct improvement is that after completing their training at 随便 Temple, the proxy siblings no longer needed to return to the video store to access the hollows through the HDD system.
So they're making 2.x going forward. They're going to start making a more open area where there's less interacting with HUDs and just, okay.
Instead, they can now travel
removing that middleman, kind of like when in Star Rail, when you went to go fight a stagnant shadow, you still had to approach the fight to initiate it. Now they're just cutting out that middleman, which makes it convenient, but also like maybe I just don't see the
conveniently
issue
between Alien Heights and the Aerospace City. The craft they will learn will also be of great help in their future hollow explorations.
Oh, we're gonna get a playable bell. That's what they're gonna give us. That's how they're gonna improve the new version.
While we've added new areas, the travel system wasn't just simply expanded upon. Incident.
Oh no, absolutely. I think the HDD menu and layout is fine. I think it's great for what it is. It's basically, like I said, the way the game is now, as of right now, the way the game is really just gives Impact 3rd, but in 2024/2025. Like, it's just a modern version of that game. It's just a newer version of the game. Like, if they add a jump button into this game, it's just gonna be like it. They're gonna be the same fucking thing, basically.
2. We've redesigned the travel system, changing from the original sliding area selection system to a larger map format, while also improving the UI experience. We also added a mini-map to the interface, along with the navigation features. Proxy.
I'm sorry, but the navigation features are only going to be necessary for the bigger areas. The newer or the current areas in the game, I have no issue navigating because they're so small, which, by the way, isn't a bad thing. I do appreciate the areas being so small. It's like if I want to just run between, like, for example, on 6th Street, going from the music shop to the newspaper stand to the coffee shop, like doing all three of those things, I don't mind just stepping outside and running to them because they're so close together.
Can now select their destination more quickly and gain a clear understanding of New Eridu's geographical layout.
Oh my dude, don't even shut the fuck up. I would love to fight him and Strive and see what would happen.
Regarding plot structure, we've also noticed that since special episodes and facing stories are relatively independent story units, the current narrative structure results in weaker connections between plot points, resulting in a disjointed viewing experience. In future versions, we will merge special episodes and facing stories together, putting more focus on developing the connection between the various agents and the main storyline.
Okay. See, I don't mind them as is. Because then it makes when you're going, like when people are starting into the game, kind of like, for example, with Star Rail, where like on my alt account, I still haven't done the Bellabog event quest story. Like with Topaz, I'm not finished with it yet. And the only thing it does is it makes it confusing when you meet Topaz in. But I think this is good that they're implementing, giving people more of a reason to care about the stories other than if they don't care about this character. So now they have more of a reason to care. So I think it is a net positive.
We'll also deepen the proxies environment. We will also steadily update the main storyline with each version, while ensuring that we do not compromise on its narrative quality. In addition to ongoing gameplay improvement, our team has also been constantly exploring the idea of bringing Zenless Non-Zero to users on more platforms. What I can reveal right now is that Zenless Non-Zero is being prepared for launch on the Xbox platform. We'll share more info with everyone during the upcoming Xbox live stream.
Watch, they're gonna give us a jump.
The current combat
gonna
design
freak.
significantly diminishes the presence of the characters other than the main DPS. What should be a 3-person tactical squad feels more like a solo operation. So for the character
That's what happens when you have DPSs and
combat
supports.
design in Season 2, we will enhance the functionality and performance of non-DPS characters. For example, when agents are switched out, they can still remain on field and contribute to
Oh, so they're gonna start implementing more aftershock type effects. Okay.
Thus, there's a visual indication of their combat performance, while not affecting the player's control of the on-field agent. Another
As long as they don't get hurt, like they don't take damage, that's fine. Which I assume that will be the case because they'd be stupid for allowing them to take damage. But for safety's sake, is just to make sure as long as they're not taking
possibility
damage.
is adding new attack and defense mechanics for enemies. Specific moves might require specific counter strategies that require teamwork from different characters in your squad. Or in certain special combat areas, enemies can gain certain advantages through specific conditions. Of course, some of these are just preliminary ideas, while others might make an appearance in the version 2.0 special program.
So they're gonna be giving enemies more gimmicks that you have to play around, which is fine. It just depends on how annoying they're gonna be, because you know they're gonna make them. There's gonna be a few that just fucking suck to deal with. Like for example, in Star Rail, I think one of the most annoying enemies in the game are the Cienjo Mara Struck generals that bring out the Mara Struck guys that heal themselves if you can't take out the soldiers he summons. So I think he is one of the most annoying to deal with, unless you have like Locha or you have like Pella, or you can just take them out immediately.
However, the ultimate goal of these optimizations is to enhance overall synergy between characters.
And I think that this is a good thing, because he does have a point where it feels like you're really just finding characters that synergize with your main DPS, which is how you build teams in a game where you have a main character, like a single character out at a time. Right? Like they're good because they're annoying. So I do want to see how they implement the twist onto team building. Maybe they're going to allow for more flexibility between characters, or they're going to be having like character specific synergies maybe.
Elevating both combat and
I would love for them to do something along the lines of the Hersher trio in Impact 3rd, where if you have 3 specific characters, you get special, like a special ultimate, for example.
visual experience to the next level. To sum up, in our future development plans, we are aiming to optimize events in 3 aspects. First, we'll continue improving on existing game modes, such as Grand Muscle Adventure, Bamboo vs. Ethereal, and so on, to make them more fun.
No, absolutely. Yeah. No, give us more Kalita Ben. I was really hyped for that, and we've talked about this, where I thought it was a really good direction, because it was going to be, oh, hey, maybe like Miyabi and Yanagi, or like Miyabi and Sokaku have a unique alt animation that gets properties because of Sokaku. Like, I think that would have been really cool.
For players. At the same time,
Like Jane and Seth would have had been a good one, even though I don't like that one, because, you know, she's my waifu, not his.
we'll be rolling out more exciting new gameplay. In future versions, we might see casual duels between bamboos, or even get to control a giant bamboo in combat. Besides events featuring our adorable bamboo, we will also introduce some slow-paced, relaxing events to enrich Proxy's everyday life outside of the main story, such as spending joyful moments with agents at Hot Pot restaurant, movie
Yo, the only thing I see popping out from this event is Zhu Yuan's cake. I mean, what?
theaters, and
It'd make me so happy, but also jealous. I'm just saying.
more. We also hope that beyond the intense and the thrilling combat events, players can also take a breather to enjoy the lighter story events.
Character buffs.
Every character is the result of our team's blood, sweat, and dedication. Our team has put in quite a bit of effort to ensure characters are relatively future-proof and have long-term value.
Which I think this game so far is doing pretty good. I think, despite my complaining earlier about me sucking with Zhu Yuan, I think earlier characters, namely Zhu Yuan and Ellen, are both pretty decent right now yet.
Showcasing a character's charm isn't just about mindlessly beefing up their stats, while maintaining each character's unique traits, we will strategically enhance their unique.
Oh, so this was a test to see if we could buff characters.
Rather than just simply boosting their damage output. For example, we'll supplement or even rework certain skills and their effects, tailoring them to each character's experience. Besides that, we'll also consider each character's role very seriously. While strengthening the characters, we will also take into consideration their compatibility with other characters in future versions. In terms of storytelling, we hope that our characters, even those have already been released, can showcase their own unique charm. In version 1.7, for example, we'll get to see quite a few scenes between Lycan and Hugo.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And it's like with Genshin that I think it also helps that since it's an action-based game, if you are good at the game, you can make older characters still be viable by just being good at the game. Like that alone makes your character so much stronger as well. Like, and then just having a quality build. Like I think I need to really spend a day and grind discs for my Zhu Yuan because I think she needs to get better crit rate. But I also just need to spend a bunch of time practicing her. So maybe one time I'll spend some time sitting on like a fight with her and see how she does.
These interactions are crucial for the character's emotional investment in the long run. We hope that every character can find a purpose that belongs solely to them in different corners of New Everton.
I also like obviously not being an Ellen haver and Miyabi, and but being a Miyabi haver, I think Ellen does a good job. Yeah, I think it's surprising that it almost feels like they're coming straight after Ellen Joe. It's really unfortunate. I wish they would have done something different, like a different thing. Like a physical attacker, maybe.
Although it might be challenging to do this well, we'll continue to work hard to create more meaningful relationships between characters and players, or even take their bond to the next level. As a new team, we've admittedly fell short in the earlier stage in terms of both narrative and the gameplay elements.
Honestly, I think the story was the strongest at the start. Yeah, power creep. Yeah, power creep Neko. Literally just solidify her as Japard. Please. It doesn't even have to be a physical attacker. But I do appreciate you knowing who I was calling out because I keep pulling Nekomata and I don't want her. Give us an attacker unit that focuses on hitting from behind, Please make them hot as fuck.
Working hard to make improvements, continuously incorporating feedback from proxies and optimizing our content. Thank you, proxies, for your continued patience, feedback, and support.
You're welcome. I appreciate you putting in the effort. Don't stop putting in effort, please.
And humbly continue to welcome feedback and guidance from our proxies with the utmost respect.
As long as they keep that attitude, this game will keep getting better and we'll do fine. Dude, I want her to physically attack me. I'm just saying. Like, holy.
We hope Season 2 will bring proxies a more complete and smoother experience. If you encounter any issues with gameplay experience, we hope you will share more feedback through the official community channels. Your feedback and suggestions are crucial for our future content development. See you next time.
Yeah, you can't give me a shit because she's hot. If she were ugly, you'd be mad. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Where is it? Where is she?
That way seeker with yellow cape
oh my god
is none other than Yixuan. Various factions and embark on brand new adventures. For example, that way seeker with
she looks so fucking good. Oh my god. I don't like that a lot of characters, and this to me, maybe it's just me, but a lot of characters seem to have like a skin tight like piece like that goes from like under the boobs down to like basically enough of the thigh that it like passes the like coochie area, but it's skin tight leather, like leather looking, and then they've got like a nice like top with some details. I think that's kind of old because like a lot of characters are doing that in this game, or enough. But I mean, I don't disagree with it because it just gives us more opportunities to see the physics.
The yellow cape we saw earlier is none other than Yixuan, the current leader of Yunhui Summit. She will make her debut as a key.
What's her name? Yixuan?
The current seeker with yellow cape we saw earlier is none other than Yixuan.
Okay. There, I just want to be able to remember her name, so I just typed it into.
The current leader of Yunhui Summit.
Yunhui Summit is gonna be the new faction after the idols, or maybe before the idols.
She will make her debut.
I like how we got announced the idol. I'm gonna commit to Vivian because I have the guarantee. The only way I'm not committing to Vivian is if Yixuan is a anomaly character. Then I'm sorry, Vivian has to fucking wait.
Debuted as a key character in Season 2. As the story unfolds, the protagonist will gradually uncover her mysterious past.
Okay. All right. I'm really looking forward to seeing what they have to say about 2.x, like 2.0. I think next week they should be starting to drip market, right? Or this week even. Right, for sure. But yeah, no, I really like this. I'm happy with what they're doing. I'm happy that they've been so receptive to feedback. And I hope they continue what they're doing. I really do. Because that is the most important thing. They can't get better if they get lazy and complacent. And I think that the unfortunate fact of Zenless Zone Zero being the worst performing of the big three for Hoyoverse, I think that is a good, it's keeping a fire under their ass, so they feel the need to keep doing good. Oh no, absolutely. I think they did an amazing job bringing hype for the people who give a shit. I think right now, depending on how Star Rail is handled going forward, the hype for this game is only going to diminish because people are going to have less and less faith. Because let's be real, people blame Acheron for what's going on. And I understand that technically Acheron is kind of the biggest first red flag of power creep issues. It was Acheron. I hate admitting it, but realistically that's true. And that was in 2.1. Miyabi is that same fucking red flag in 1.4. Or was it 1.5? No, it was 1.4. It was 1.4. So they just really have to tread carefully. And they just have to... I like this game. It is my second favorite. It is debated for being my favorite. I love Star Rail. And I think right now I'm just more biased for the characters in Star Rail over Zenless. I think Zenless is competing so well because I like the story a lot as well. But the physics, bro. The jiggle physics are carrying this game for me, bro. Nah, I was kidding. But the combat's fun. The characters are really cool. The anomaly is insanely fun to play. But let me know what you guys think about this talk down in the comments below. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.